Whoa, we got a tiny little guy here going on today. A little tiny little projector called the Amuwa mini projector. I think it's the P07-D model. It's new. Running Android 7.1 with a 4-hour video playtime. Check that out to be about 3 hours. That's what I got out of that. There's some specs here that you can pause and look at. There's going to be some things that I miss on the spec side. I'll leave a link to it. It'll be down in the YouTube description. We're going to try to hit everything, and you really need to know what you're getting your hands on when you purchase this. If you're interested in it, you got to know, you got to set your expectations correctly so that you're not let down when you get it, because you could very well be, let down. As I do this unboxing, I'll try to hit on how small this thing is. It fits in the size of your hand, and it's actually smaller than an iPhone or a phone, for that matter, of any phone. It almost go in your pocket. Get out of here, little kid hand. It's my son's hand right there in the picture. I get it out. Anyway, it comes in this silk bag. Super tiny. You'll be able to adjust. It's got a focus ring dial on the side. SD card slot, micro USB port. It'd be cool if it was a USB Type-C. Some manual controls, small lens there, LED lights inside, some sound at the bottom, quarter-inch threads. You can mount it on a tripod, ventilation system. Strong rubber feet on this thing. Doesn't go anywhere if it's sitting down. There's keystone correction in here, which we'll get to a little bit later in the menu system, which I won't go too far into, but it's there. So once you got it set up, you can actually pull and adjust the corners in the software. So that's great that it'll do that. That's pretty fancy that it will do that. Okay, so the native resolution, this is what you need to know while we're doing this unboxing. It's 854 by 480. That's low. That's like the second lowest on the resolution scale as you can get, and that's kind of VGA territory there. It's not even really standard definition. It's sort of peaking on standard definition. And basically how you can know to do this is you watch the YouTube video here, go to your quality settings and dial it down to 480p. That's kind of where you're in there, probably a little less than that with this projector. 720p is HD. If you want to check that out on the quality settings of the video as well. Full HD is 1080p. And then when you get in the 2160p, that's UHD territory, and then you get into QUHD with the 4K and stuff, and then you go all the way up to 8K and stuff like that. So that's the scale that you're looking at. You get this tripod with it, and it's nice. You can loosen that, and you kind of articulates in all different directions, and then you tighten it, and then you're good to go, and it collapses up. Fit both things in your pocket, really. One thing that sucks is it doesn't have the rubber feet that the projector itself has, so it scoots everywhere. I wish it had the rubber feet. That would have been a nice touch. But 16 by 9 aspect ratio, you get the remote. AAA batteries are not included. Kind of one of those standard remotes you can use as a mouse. And the actual mouse itself on the screen looks good. The cord is like 4 feet in length, 3 feet in length, something like that. You can charge it, you get a red light until it's charged. And then once that charges, it turns like this teal looking color. So it charges pretty quick too, just a few hours, and it was good to go. I'm going over the top with the size of the screen. You're not going to probably use it that big. And that's some pretty good distance away, probably, I don't know, 13 feet or so away. This is all the lights kind of out now. I had them on before, and then it's just doing a firmware update, which is nice that it had one of those available. It's running like a tablet Android, so it's not Android TV, so you can actually get more apps, which is really cool. Like everything I purchase nowadays, I try to make sure that it's Android based, because it's just, you got a ton of options. You get a bigger bang for your buck. So you do have that going for this, which is great. So this is about 120-inch screen size here, which is something that you're not going to want to go to, because the sweet spot's about 80 inches or so. The text, you can see that this is large text, and it's super pixelated up close. The light isn't that bright on my hand, as you can see. And this is at that full 120-inch size there, so you're probably not going to want to go there. But yeah, so it's downloading there. You can see on the edges how it's a little blurrier than the center was. The text in the center was just a hair sharper. So take that into consideration. This is, and you can see the full sunlight coming through all the windows, so it's bright in there with a little bit of accent lighting around it. And yeah, the text is just there. So let's just get back to me chitty chatting. This is 0.2 to 3 meters is your projection distance. You get a USB OTG cable, and this is a sweet spot of the size too. By the way, it's probably about, I don't know, 70 something inches, 80 inches or so. That's a 65-inch TV that I have going to the right and a football game going on the left. And that's kind of what I would use this for personally. For me, is a companion to what I'm really watching and not a sole thing to watch. So you can watch 2 games. You can actually have weather going on, which I'll show you a little bit later on the side. If you have inclement weather issues or whatever going on, you can watch your show and kind of stay up to pace on the weather. Fun for taking on vacations with the kids and stuff like that. It's portable, and you can view things with it while it's charging, and it will trickle charge up and not just stay not keeping a charge. It will actually boost the charge while you got it plugged in and playing at full brightness and stuff like that, which is cool. I'd knock about an hour, 45 minutes off the 3 hours or 4 hours for a realistic timeline there. But the speakers were loud. That's one thing for sure, because I would, on a commercial break, pause the main TV and then crank up the volume on the other so we could hear that and watch 2 games. So with a little bit of light, mood lighting in the living room there, and the game going on, it was completely visible. The numbers on the clothing was visible. The score was visible. Not so much the face, and that's just that bad resolution going on. But it's a good thing to have. I think having one of these, no matter kind of what the resolution is, 100 ANSI lumens too. That's why it's not so bright. Is a good thing to have as a companion piece to something you have in your living room, like your TV. Another thing that you get is dual band Wi-Fi, and I didn't have any issues streaming anything at all. It would stutter a little bit in the beginning, and then it would play through. Make sure to go into your settings and go into your applications list, go into the actual Android settings, and then link up with your Wi-Fi through there on top of doing it through the projector settings itself, so that you can get location stuff, because I was running YouTube TV and it wouldn't allow me to, it didn't know my location until I went into the actual Android settings and then assigned my Wi-Fi to it. Then it was like, okay, you live here, we'll watch YouTube TV. And there's where you can watch like some weather stuff that was going on that we had. So we just turned it over there while we kept, right on trucking through. 4,200 milliamp per hour batteries in here, Android 7.1, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, which you can put this through your surround sound or something if you got Bluetooth. Fast chargings with this, 2-amp charger comes with it. So yeah, I kind of recommend it. Like I said, as a companion, you can charge it while you're watching it. You get 3 hours battery life. It's not that bad. It's pretty cool. I wish the brightness was double what it was, like 200 ANSI lumens. But hey, 100 ANSI lumens, that's where we're at right now. The price kind of reflects what you get. So at the end of the day, if you want a companion piece, grab it. Make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that bell so you get notified of the next product review that I got coming. See ya.